Hey, what's going on, MegaWhale team? Welcome to another video. Sorry I've been away for the last few days. Been handling some personal matters. That's required a lot of my attention, but it's all sorted out now. Hopefully everything's all good. So we're ready to go, ready to get stuck back into it. And today's video is just gonna be a quick update for Bitcoin, because I know a lot of my followers have been wondering what the hell's happening, you know, like what's going on in the last 24-hour period. We're moving up, should we be buying, should we be buying? And the simple answer to that is no, nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing has changed. This chart is still looking very bearish. We haven't even broken our long-term macro structure, which is this descending wedge we're in. We haven't reclaimed that $40,000 resistance, which is this gray box you can see here. And we haven't even broke that $42,000 trigger. Nothing at all has been bullish on the macro. If we look at the short term, of course, we've had a little push up on the short term, but it wasn't sustained. There was no volume. It was bound to crash. So that is why I've been a little bit... haven't really been talking about it too much. I've been busy, of course, but I haven't really jumped on and talked about it. Usually when very significant moves happen, even if I'm busy or even I'm away, I will jump on and update you guys. But you know, I haven't said anything because there really isn't anything to say. I've said everything already. We're on a downtrend. We're going to continue downwards until we get a macro reversal. And I posted on Twitter I think last night, maybe before I went to sleep, I said, everyone needs to stop worrying about buying the absolute bottom. Purchasing the absolute bottom is impossible. It's only possible in hindsight, but in hindsight it looks like a crash. So catching the falling knife is very, very risky and very difficult. Your objective should be instead buying at the first sign, first confirmation of a long-term macro reversal. That will give you the best risk-reward ratio and best invalidation points for your long-term purchase. If you're looking at a swing high on Bitcoin and you want to buy the bottom, that is where you want to be buying. You don't want to try to catch a falling knife. People have tried to do it many times when it's dropped. We've seen people purchase at 45,000 on our first drop. We saw people purchase down here in the second drop. We saw people purchase here. We've seen people purchase here. And people will continue to try and predict the dip and predict the bottom without actually taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is, guys, we are still very much so bearish. Look at the 2-day chart. We're underneath our moving averages, underneath all our trigger zones and horizontal major resistances. The last little bit of resistance and support we have, is $35,000 to $30,000 range, which we don't have a lot of historical data on. And it probably won't hold very well if we crash below it again. We do have that 200-day moving average on the 3-day chart, which is giving us our temporary relief. But history has shown every time we drop below that, we do crash. And we have dropped below that 3 times in history, and every single time we've gone from that move has led us to our absolute bottom eventually. All right, so if we do drop below this, we'll be expecting that next bottom, all right, that next bottom on the long-term chart to be our absolute bottom, which will be our entry, which we are predicting to be $22,000 to $26,000. We have adjusted it slightly. I think before it was 24,000, 28,000. It's now 22,000 to 26,000. Just because of the speed of which this market has actually dropped. It's dropped a little faster than expected. Still following our projection, of course, but it's happening a little bit quicker, so therefore we expect the target to be reached a little bit sooner. So moving on from that, guys, and now you guys know what's happening with the macro structure. Looking at that short term, again, we are finding rejection on that 50 SMA, which is very bearish. We will most likely come down and retest this gray box, the support zone, 35,000. Zone, which we are currently in at the moment, and taking a look even on the 1 hour chart, it's looking incredibly bearish, and people are realizing, you know, that people have bought down in here and got that short little scalp are probably taking profits now, and it's giving people another opportunity to exit the market. So yeah, nothing has really changed, guys. I'm not bullish at the moment. I'm waiting. We're just going to see what happens. Again, when we reclaim this gray box up here, that $39,500 to $40,000 range, only then will we actually be considering any kind of bullish movement to be a significant bullish movement. All right, so we have our invalidation points in. We know what we're looking for. It's a waiting game right now. Don't be too eager to purchase anything. Sit on your hands and wait. It is always better to wait and purchase at the right time than just panic buy because you think the price is low and then, you know, getting caught with your pants down and then it drops another 20%. You know, then you're thinking, you know, I'm down 20%. What am I going to do now? I'm just going to hold and it drops another 20%. So just be patient, be calm, wait, and we can make the right decision at the right time. But now is definitely not the time to be purchasing. Like I said before, when the market is actually bullish again, I will be the first person out there screaming we are bullish. by that time, everyone's probably so bearish they're going to ignore me. But like that, you know, what's expected of crypto Twitter, the same thing happens all the time. But rest assured, when the market is actually bullish again, I will be the first person out there screaming we're bullish, and I'll be the first person out there actually buying that dip. And obviously I'll be conveying that information to my followers and you guys who are actually actively listening to get in at the best possible time we can. Now I say the best possible time we can because obviously there's time differences. You know, obviously I'm in Australia. I'm not on the charts 24/7, but I will get in at the market at the best possible time I'm able to get in, and that will be the time that I get you guys into the market too. So if you've got any questions, leave them down below. Today's video was merely just an update video. We're not looking at the technical indicators, not doing too much. Just kind of informing you guys what's happening on that short term and keeping you guys in check. And of course, right now is a no trade time. We're not really putting much trades out there. We're kind of being patient, being waiting, and trading now is obviously high risk. Remember guys, links in the description to our Twitter and our Telegram. We'd love to see you guys there. We have an awesome announcement coming on our Telegram channel in a few days. And you know, if you wanted to get into the VIP channel, that would be the opportunity to get in. We've got a nice little discount coming for everyone. And of course, when we hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel, we're going to give away 1,000 Australian dollars. And every single subscriber who is subscribed will be entered into that $1,000 giveaway automatically. So remember guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.